The present perfect tense. The most hated grammar in the entire world. The nemesis, the arch enemy of all English learners. The verb tense that has been haunting all English students in their dreams for centuries. And it's not surprising at all, is it?
Yeah, but in my language, we've got the past, we've got the present, and we've got the future. So why do I need the present perfect? My entire life I didn't need it, so why would I study that?
Exactly. And if you ask your typical English teacher, they typically say, the present perfect
Tense is used for actions which happened in the past and continue to the present. It's used for life experiences which happened in the past and are finished. It's used for actions which happened during unfinished time. Finished actions with a result in the present. Actions which happened recently. The grammatical structure is the subject, auxiliary verb, the past participle. What does it mean? You don't understand? What does it mean?
Yeah, exactly. What the hell does it mean? In order to understand the present perfect tense and all of the perfect tenses, to be honest, you have to change the way you see the world. You have to change the way you perceive the time itself. I'm not joking though. In 2014, I actually moved to England and I started my very first job there in a restaurant. And it took only a couple of hours for me to understand what the bloody hell is going on. Because I started my very first shift and everybody started asking me,
Hey, have you cleaned the table? Have you brought the bottle of wine? Have you brought the food from the kitchen? Have you seen Amy? Have you made the coffee? Have they left? Have they arrived? Have you brought the food from the kitchen? Has anybody gone to the kitchen? Have they finished their meal? Have you finished?
They were not asking, did you? They were asking, have you? Why? And then it hit me. Because the present perfect tense is called the present perfect tense because it focuses on the present. Because, for example, with the question, have you cleaned the table? What I'm actually asking about is the table clean? Is the table ready? Can I bring new customers to that table? Or the question, have you brought the wine to the table? What I'm asking is the bottle on the table? Or do I have to go to the bar and do I have to bring it there myself? I need the bottle to be on the table. So have you brought it to the table? Is the bloody bottle there? Ding dong.
Have you made the coffee? Is the coffee ready? Can I take it? Have you seen Amy? Do you know where Amy is? Where is she? Have they finished their meal? Are they still eating or are they done? Can I take the plate? Have you brought the bottle of wine to the table? Is the bottle on the table or is it still at the bar? Have they arrived? Are they here? Have you brought the food from the kitchen? Is the food in the kitchen or is it on the table? Table 5. Have they left? Are they gone or are they here? Where are they? Has anybody gone to the kitchen? Is somebody in the kitchen? Okay. Table 6 have just cancelled. They have cancelled the reservation. They are not coming. The table is free. Have you cleaned the table? Is the table clean? Can I bring new customers there? But in my language, we would say, did you clean the table?
The past tense is used for specific moments in the past. It means I'm talking about a specific moment, just like yesterday, 2 years ago, 10 years ago. This grammar tense is used for memories. I want to tell you a story about what happened at that particular time. So I always have to know which particular time I'm talking about. Sometimes we say it in the sentence directly. Sometimes we don't say it, but it's always obvious from the context. So if somebody asks you, did you do something? Your initial question should be, when? When? What time are you talking about? So in this context of the restaurant, asking the question, did you clean the table? Doesn't make sense because you should be asking, when? Did they come? When? Did you bring the wine to the table? When? We have to know when. You have to specify the time. But in the restaurant, we were not asking about when did you do those things. We are asking if those things are done. Are things ready? We are talking about the things we can see around us right now. Not the past, but the things which we can see right now. We use it for the things we can see around us right now. The things we can feel right now. Those things that affect us in a specific way. And there are the consequences right now. So I can basically use the present perfect for everything. For example, I have put the microphone here. Look at it. It's here. I have bought a new plant. I'm showing it to you. Hey, look at it. The plant is here. I've bought it.
Look, I have been to a hairdresser. I've got a new haircut. What do you think? Do you like it?
So beautiful.
Ouch! Oh, I have cut my finger. Look, it's bleeding. I have taken an amazing photo. Look! I have written a poem for you. Roses are red, violets are blue. You're really ugly, and you're stupid too.
If you have ever studied the present perfect tense, then you also know that we use the present perfect for life experiences. Just like, have you ever visited Italy? Have you ever seen Harry Potter? Have you ever understood the present perfect tense in English? Why do we do that? It happened in the past, like logically we should be using the past tense, but no, not in English. Not in English, because, let me tell you something. Everything you have experienced in your life is a part of who you are now. All of those moments, all of those people you have met, all of those places you have visited, it makes you who you are now. It's a part of you and your personality, and you are who you are thanks to all of those experiences you have had in your life. It sounds stupid, but it's true. All of those things make you the person who you are today. Every single little thingy affected you in a specific way. So you are who you are thanks to all of these experiences. And all of those things, and all of that information, all of that wisdom, all of that knowledge is inside of you right now. Because without all of those things, you would be a different person, but you are not. You are who you are, thanks to all of those things that, happened in the past, but they are inside of you right now. It's in your heart, it's in your brain, you know? And that's why we use the present perfect tense for all of these experiences, because it's here. It's here. Or it may not be here. So when I am having a conversation with somebody, first I have to double check if they have got this experience, right? First I have to double check, like, is there some information about this particular topic in your head? Can we actually have a conversation about it? Is there something in it? Is there? So first I'm asking if you have got this experience. The answer is yes or no. Something about this particular topic is inside or it is not. So I would be asking, have you ever visited Italy, for example? Is there some info about Italy? Is there a memory inside of your head about Italy? Do you have anything in it now? Is it there now? Can we have a conversation about this topic now? Or have you seen Harry Potter? What I'm really asking about is, do you know who Harry Potter is? Is there some information about Harry Potter in your head right now? Is there? Let me have a look.
Have you seen Harry Potter? Do you know the film? Do you know who Harry Potter is? Have you ever worked in a restaurant? Do you have any experience with this job? Do you know how it works? Have you ever visited Italy? Do you have this experience? Do you know Italy? Do you have any memories from Italy? Can you tell me something about Italy?
And you say, yes, I have visited Italy. I can ask you for more details. Okay, tell me about it. Tell me all of the details. When did you go there? What did you do? Because then, the moment you go down the memory lane and you start to describe that specific moment from the past, I did this. I ate a lot of pizza. It was a great time. You are describing a specific moment. You are describing your memory and that time from the past. If you have ever studied the present perfect tense, then you know that we also use it for the moments when we want to describe a period of time, that we have been doing something for some period of time. For example, I have lived in this town for 6 years. I have worked as an English teacher for 8 years. Or the continuous form, I have been dancing for 3 hours. I have been living somewhere for some period of time. Why? Why do we say that? Any guesses? In most languages, we would actually use the present tense. I am living in this village for 6 years. Or I am working as an English teacher for 8 years or whatever. But in English, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Because in order to understand the present perfect, you have to fully understand the past tense and the present tense. Right? We talked about the past. That's the grammar we use for memories or specific moments. We want to talk about specific things, right? And the present tense is for the things which are happening now. Right now. For example, right now, I'm dancing. We can also extend this period of time, right? For example, today, I'm studying English. This week, I'm exercising, blah, blah, blah. This year, blah, blah, blah. But still, it is happening right now. It doesn't matter how long right now is for me. It is still right now. Then we have the past tense. And in the past, that's a specific moment. At that point, something started. I'm teaching English right now. I started to teach English in 2017. So if I want to talk about these 8 years, I need a different grammar. I need to connect the past with the present. And I cannot use the present tense and I cannot use the past tense. Past is for those moments in the past. Present is for those moments which are happening now or around this time. So what am I going to do? For that reason, I need a grammar which is going to connect these two, and voila, we've got the present perfect for that, right? Because that's a nice mix of all of these things. So I'm basically saying both of these pieces of information in one sentence. So I have worked as an English teacher for 8 years. And that means that I started 8 years ago and I'm still doing it now. Or I have lived in this village for 6 years. I moved into this village, or I started to live in this village 6 years ago. I'm still here, so I have lived here for 8 years. Asking, what's the difference between the simple form and the continuous form?